Are there drugs that you can give older people in the same way you can give, I don't know, kids in law school who take Adderall before an exam or whatever, an extra kick?
Well, there's lots of things that can influence that. And of course, we're really concerned, nothing's in a vacuum. We're concerned about neurodegeneration and cognitive impairment. But, something simple like sleep. Have you ever missed a night of sleep and tried to do math problems the next day? So things like sleep and stress can really impact even a person with full faculties. But if you impose sleep loss, stress, other items on people who are cognitively mildly impaired, you could really see that difference. So number one, the best thing is to exercise and get sleep. That's the best thing to promote good cognitive awarenesses. And yes, there are drugs for people with mild cognitive impairment that can improve their cognitive ability. They do exist. They're not miracles by any chance, but they can improve to a degree cognitive ability. And as far as we know, neither President Biden nor former President Trump are on that. I can tell you, I work with President Trump almost on a daily basis in the last administration. You may not like what he says, you may not like his personality, you may love him, but there was no question that he was sharp and on the ball every single moment, starting at about 4 o'clock in the morning, because we all got those calls either directly or through our secretary.
Yeah, or we got the calls from the assignment desk when there was a tweet. That was our version of dealing with it. I think, though, that this question of age now is all of a sudden on the table, and you think back.
It is.
I guess maybe during Reagan it was a little bit. Certainly George H.W. Bush was much younger when he was president. Then you had you had Clinton, W, and Obama. This was never even a conversation. Now it really is.
Remember, Leland, the average life expectancy for a man in the United States is 75 years of age. Okay, so they both exceeded the average life expectancy. If you live to 75, you're likely to live to about 82. That's the next average. So both these individuals are pushing the averages. So you have to ask that question. And as you said, cognitive impairment does catch up with you to a large number of individuals. Not all of them for sure. Everybody's got to be individual. But I would, we would like a normal cognitive exam, right? Are they cognitively capable? If I'm going to put the nuclear button on under someone's finger, I want to know that they're cognitively there. Not just not demented, but they are able to make complex cognitive decisions that a president needs. And the thing that worries me the most is when you don't see President Biden in public answering questions. You saw Trump last night. He had an hour of rapid-fire debate, gun against him, quips back and forth. You can judge for yourself whether he's there or not. We don't see that with President Biden. He's, basically kept in a closet in the White House, not exposed to the media or other conversations.
Yeah, to be fair, a couple nights ago, he took, I don't know, a half a dozen questions from the pool on a late night after that Washington Post op-ed. You make a good point, though. You could wonder. Look, President Trump went on CNN with Caitlin Collins. You could wonder if all of a sudden Joe Biden went on Fox News with Jesse Waters for an hour, sort of the difference of how things would turn out in terms of just the abilities and the verbal cues there. Doc, it's good to see you as always, sir. Thank you. We appreciate the expertise. Too bad we have to talk about it.
Thank you. Always good to be on.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.